You are listening to Jerry-Royce-Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hi, if you're struggling with your relationship or you just can't seem to find the right one, author Gerald Manuel has written an enlightening new book entitled How to Identify Your Spiritual Soulmate. You may order a copy today from Amazon.com or at barnesandnoble.com. This book is sure to answer many of the questions you may have. Thank you and God bless you.
This is Kimmie-Robinson, the CEO of Elation Magazine. I'm listening to Jerry-Royce-Live Worldwide.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
What up? It's your boy Kano Kingston.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions.
Hey, this is Cotton. Hi, I'm Teresa Powell.
Hi, Jerry. This is Ira Sandro Carter.
Hi, this is Phil Powers.
Hello, this is Teresa Bobby with Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, I'm Philip Barron. I'm live on the Jerry Royce Show.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Houston Saint.
Peace, this is Dahlia the poet, spoken word artist.
Hello, this is Lamar Marquis with Jerry Royce Live.
All right, everyone. You got Robin Lynn, and I'm keeping it live right now on Jerry Royce Live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? This is a award-winning podcast with the greatest podcast on earth. Thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide on Internet Radio, where you get your positive on. So when it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Think you know how drugs get in those little brown bottles? Think again. Set in the green hills of western New Jersey, inside the gilded halls of power of a U.S. pharmaceutical company where decisions are worth billions of dollars and human lives worth less. Nicholas Harding, a young executive at Marshall Pharmaceutical, finds his career, family, and life in jeopardy. The Farmhouse, a suspense thriller novel by Bill Powers, published by Donna Inc. Publications, available at Amazon.com or DonnaInc.org. Go to Bill's webpage at www.authorBillPowers.com.
Are you looking for the next great read? A book filled with love, passion, betrayal, and intrigue. The award-winning novel, Season of Change, by Tamika Patrice Kane, is sure to satisfy your literary sweet tooth. Check out this must-read book reviewers are calling uplifting and emotional. And exceptionally great read, deeply intense and thought-provoking. Order your copy today, available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.com or at www.tamikapatrice.com.
Are you an author looking for promotional services or a reader looking for a great read at low prices? In this competitive world of books, Writing Royalty Promotions is dedicated to bringing authors and readers together to build a greater respect for literature through our various promotional services and online bookstore. So head over to WritingRoyaltyPromotions.com and check us out.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and welcome to PositivePower21.org. I am Jerry Royce Live Worldwide, and you're listening to episode 340. That's right, 340 with Kimmie Robinson, CEO of Elation Magazine.com. It's a Bible-based Christian magazine, and her slogan reads, Uplifting Souls Worldwide. But before we read her bio, we have a message from our sponsor, and that'd be Reese World Publishing. So check them out at reeseworldpublishing.com.
Are you an avid reader of urban fiction, looking for drama, suspense, and more? Reese World Publishing is dedicated to bringing the world's best literature to our readers. Urban fiction, erotica, sci-fi, mainstream fiction, and children's literature are just some of the genres produced by our diversified family of authors. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and at our website. www.reachworldpublishing.com.
Hey, we're back, y'all. Thank you for joining us. And we want to thank everybody for their prayers that went out for the Marylanders, the Baltimoreans, everybody that was going through a little bit of mayhem. But they working with the young people. We got all the clergymen, all the community leaders, all banding together. This is something that probably should have been happened. Sometimes it does take something like this for us to understand what we need to do. So it's going to be some dialogue with the City Hall, because I had an opportunity to work with City Hall, working with the health department a few years ago, and I know those guys are not in touch with the community. I mean, they're thinking about, the things they think about, but sometimes they forget about our young people. When you start closing up recreation centers, parks, and pools, something's going to happen. They're going to cry out because they don't know how to communicate, and and people never listen in any way. So anyway, that's enough there. But if you want to check out a little bit of what's going on with CNN, check out our website. We did record some of the segments today, some of the positivity or the positive things that's moving forward. All right. Right now we got Kimmie-Robinson on the show, Elation Magazine. Their main purpose is to uplift the name of Jesus in the form of writing for his glorification. He will use our writings as a divine tool to feed the new saints, revive mature saints, and bring lost souls to his word for glorification. All right, and Kimmie-Robinson was born in St. Louis, Missouri. She gave her life over to the Lord at the age of 12. Although her purpose by God was given, she wanted to do things her way. She believes when God gives you a purpose, there is nowhere to turn or nowhere to run. She has two wonderful daughters, Candace Weeden, who is 9, and Hannah Weeden, who is 6. She is also fired for the Lord. Motherhood is her proudest ministry. Kimmie is an accountant, but her passion is serving the Lord and others. Elation Magazine was founded on the principles of basically serving the Lord in spirit and truth. This magazine's main purpose is to showcase to the lost, last and the least, that they can have life more abundantly through the love of Jesus Christ. Elation Magazine focused on empowerment through the spiritual writings of many experts in their respective field. Kimmie believes that Christians can have fun in many ways. She showcases talented artists, authors through the format of Elation Magazine and Elation Radio. She can be found on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, and her email is krobinson@elationmagazine.com. You catch her on Gmail and all the other fun social media outlets. All right. Kimmie-Robinson, welcome to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide. How you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I feel so honored.
Oh, my pleasure. So glad to have you. I know it was short notice, but we came
I love
off
short notice.
Yeah, all right, good for you. I know some people are just so busy. They got a whole list of schedule of events, and so they need to catch a breath. But I was glad we were able to make this happen. All right.
Yes.
Now, we only have one script question. The rest of it is just based on your answers, what you got in your bio.
Well, it's okay.
That's how our show rolled. And I pretty much told you what the format was. So we're going to talk a lot about you the first 10, 15 minutes of the show, even though we kind of ran behind time today, but, we was having such a good time chatting. But anyway, if you're ready, ready for the first question, the first question is, who is Kimmie-Robinson, the CEO? Or the person?
Kimmie-Robinson, good question. I am a quiet, meek servant for the Lord, first. Secondly, I'm a mom. Thirdly, I am a person who is on fire for the community. I love young people. I love reaching out to them because, we need them. Like you were saying, they need places to go, like parks and recreations and after-school programs, and when the government closed those things down, it tends to allow them to do things that they're not supposed to be doing because we had those, outlets when we were young, and I think, when you do close those type of after-school activities down, it tends to, allow other things to happen that we don't want to. So I love the young people, and most importantly, I love to read, write, sports, I love people, I love being around people and, working together for a common good, And I do give you all of my prayers to Baltimore. I was so hurt on Monday But Tuesday, we turn it around.
That's right.
So I'm on fire. I love the unity that was displayed on CNN and the other networks, and I was very proud to call myself. I am black, so and I'm a woman. But I was just so amazed just to see everybody coming together for the common good, which is to bring justice to the Gray family. And now I'm okay now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was an eye opener because you don't know what city could be next. I mean, everybody's probably just like a propane tank ready to explode.
I know. I noticed that. Ferguson was August. Missouri. So I'm hoping that Baltimore can really be an outlet for the cities who have already experienced that. Even though you're going to have more of those incidents, unfortunately, because it's bigger than us. It's bigger than us. It's love versus hatred.
That's right.
That's the main thing.
That's right. And I guess the big picture of it all is, like you said, just the communities coming together. You're talking about rival gangs. You're talking about clergymen who, in other words, they're rivals too, because they, them guys. That's the only way you can grow your church is taking other saints. So everybody's coming together with government officials because nobody really knew what to do. They didn't know what to do. No one's been successful with riots. I mean, we saw what happened. In Alabama, in several of the southern cities that had demonstrations where the police whipped out the water hose and the rubber bullets and tear gas, and they just, their way of, fixing the problem was just, busting up innocent protests. A lot of times it was the police that, that incited the fight, the violence, not the innocent, nonviolent protests. Especially during the King era,
Yes.
So.
And you need to talk about the Oklahoma, Tulsa,
That's right, yeah.
So, it's always been that way. It's just the fact that, unfortunately, when the history of, I love everyone, don't take this the wrong way, but when we don't know who we are and other people know who we are, there's breakdown. So when you understand who you are as an individual, you understand what is at stake and what is, really required by you, because they know who we are. We don't know who we are. So that's that. But I know it's going to be better. I mean, it's going to take a big miracle, but really all we want is justice. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Fairness, justice, fairness.
That's right.
We're not looking for favoritism. We're not looking for to be, on the superior side. We just want fairness, and that is all we have been fighting for since day one, since we came over to the United States. We just want fairness, to be treated the way you want to be treated. So that's the bottom line of all of those circumstances. Michael Brown, I was just down the street getting my hair done when that was going on. But they forget to mention that he was on the streets for 3 hours or more before they came to get his body. So,
that was awful. Yeah, just laying in the street.
Yeah,
that was awful.
There is hope.
That's right. You hate to have to turn everything over to the federal government because, they the worst too. But, it's what it is.
Let's put it like this. I've been racial profiled when I was in a car with a good friend of mine, and based on what he was driving. So I understand that there are some authorities who take their power out of hand. They utilize it for their personal greed and not for the protection of the community. And that's what they're supposed to be doing. But sometimes they tend to take it, personal. And that is what we're having issues with right now.
It's rough. Yeah, my friends, we were actually part of some police brutality ourselves when we were in our first year of college, and I think my other friends were in their last year of high school, where we were jumped by some undercover agents and police officers. Yep.
See?
Yep. Yeah. It's crazy
so
time.
So you had personal experience. How did that I'm not interviewing you, but
I might have to do a show on that one.
Yeah, I mean that's okay.
To make it real, just to sum it up in a nutshell, friends of mine, we was in a store making a purchase. Okay. I think we had just some of us had just completed our purchase, and it was a shoplifting ring that was going on. So the police were under pressure to try to bring it to a close because a number of the stores were being shoplifted by this ring of these bands of outlaws, and they couldn't catch them. They were too slick. And then they saw a group of young men, and we were in college kid. One of my friends was just out the military. And we were in the store, we weren't rowdy or anything, and these guys just jumped up on us for nothing. These were black officers that started it, but it was a white manager that pointed us out and told them to go get us, So that's when everything escalated, and they called the precinct in, and a number of officers rushed in, not knowing what's going on, and things went crazy. And it was moms that were there, not our moms, but it was other kids' moms were there that was trying to help us and protect us because they couldn't figure out what the heck they was jumping us for because they saw us in the store, So that's what happened, and luckily we didn't get charged. All the charges was dropped, and and of course,
I'm so sorry to hear that.
A little money out the deal, not what we should have gotten because we had bad lawyers, but but you learn from that. You learn. So luckily,
apologize for that.
It's a society, they don't understand the brothers. Nah.
I do.
Something going
on.
Not
on your level, but I see it. I do. The injustice.
Yeah. That's right. It was there. But thank you so much, though, for listening. All right. Now we're talking about you now. So tell us a little bit about your background. How did you grow up in St. Louis? Home of the Rams. Are they still home of the Rams? Because they move around.
Yeah, they're trying to go to L.A., but I'm hoping that they don't because I like football, but I'm really a Chiefs fan, a diehard Chiefs fan. If you ever want to go to a good football game and tailgating, the Chiefs. I'm telling you, that is the best experience I have ever had.
I heard. Lucky for us, it's quite a few people from Kansas City lives up this way because of the feds, the federal government jobs, and they showed us how to barbecue. So we throw down, too, at our Ravens tailgate party. We throw down hard. We throw down.
I love to barbecue. Yeah, barbecuing is fun. It's amazing how it's so good. Yeah. They have
tailgating.
They have it
I was going to say tailgating can hurt you during a 16-game season, too, because I think I went from like a 185 to 230 pounds in 2 football seasons.
You've been eating a lot of meat, and it's okay because you guys can lose your weight more fast than we can. So
I got it off down to 190 now.
Yeah, see. But it's okay. I love to eat too now. I love my barbecue now. Right. I do moderation with my meats, but I still love my ribs. I'm sorry. I am a rib person.
Oh, yeah. That's the key. Same here. Had my share this past spring. We went to a couple of rib joints by the beach. Yeah.
Don't say the beach. I'm so jealous. Oh, my goodness. Okay, but just about me. I'm just Kim. I grew up in a strict environment. My mom didn't allow me to spend the night with friends. I, been in church all my life. But guess what? I like hanging around with the trouble people in high school. Not trouble people, but people, they didn't have curfews. They could stay out late hours. So what did I do? I would sneak out the window when my mom would go to sleep because she would take something for her back to make her feel better, and so she can't hear anything. And my dad worked, the third shift. So I would go out with my girls and hang out and then come back just in time so that she wouldn't notice that I'm not in my room. So I grew up something like that, I was curious, curious because I had a curfew. But I never got caught until one day it was like I went to McDonald's to get something to eat, And my mom went to the bathroom, and she heard somebody coming through the window. So what did I do? I jumped out the window and waited till she, closed the door, and then went through the back door to go downstairs and pretending that I was sleeping on the couch. But so I grew up that way. But you know what? As I reflect back on my upbringing and why she did those things, I'm very appreciative because I understand that now. So that's why I tell young people, your mom and dad may be a little bit, strict, and they may scold you and direct you to the right path. And they do know those things. They just may not want you to make the same mistakes that they have made. So I grew up in that type of environment, and two brothers. They used to beat me up. And I enjoyed sports, and my mom kept us in church all day, and I accepted the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ at the age of 12, so I got baptized. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing it because I really felt him, but I didn't understand it until now. So that is how my upbringing was. I had I must admit, I can't complain. I did the hide and seek, the double dutch, the real fun stuff. Hanging out with the community, going to the next door neighbor house. You don't have that interaction right now. And that's what's missing. We don't have the backing of the community. Because it took the community to raise me and my brothers. Because at times, my mom would, let us go outside, but you have somebody on the porch telling you if you don't behave, I'm going to tell your mom. But you don't have those things now. So
you don't. So your brothers never ratted you out. They didn't notice you were gone.
See, that's the thing. No, my oldest brother was 5 years older than me, so he was in college. However, my younger brother, no, he never ratted me, and he tells me to this day, I know I used to sneak out, then I confess to my mom and dad what I used to do. But then, you're young. It's like that movie, The ATL. You're curious, and you wonder why your parents I'm not privileged like that, but my parents were just strict. They didn't want me to do certain things, and I wanted to be rebellious, and when you're rebellious, you tend to mess up and make mistakes. So,
it's funny. You hear these stories all the time about, strict parents. Even, when I was going to church, you hear kids say, their parents are strict, and you see those kids in the neighborhood. But those kids never turn out the way the parents think the strictness is going to, help them grow up.
No.
They kind of erratic. It's like they want to see everything.
I just tell you about when I was in Atlanta.
But
when I was in Atlanta for college, oh my goodness!
So what happened?
Okay, when I graduated from St. Louis, Missouri, I moved to Atlanta to go to Morris Brown College. So you got the Black 4 colleges in one. You got Morehouse, Clark, Spelman, Morris Brown, then the ITC, which is the theological school. Okay, those colleges are within walking distance. Yeah, I had a great time. I kept myself in school. But at the same time, I went to parties, a homecoming, and hang out and, done the things. No curfew, of course. How do you manage stuff like that? Mm-hmm. So I tell my story just to tell parents that it's okay to be strict, but over strict can really cause someone to, not understand the true being of being in the world. Because when I went to college, I was, surprised about some things that I saw. And when you have parents who tell you it's my way and a highway, you don't learn from that. And that's the type of upbringing that that I was under. I love my mom and dad, and that's how they were brought up. So I'm teaching my girls to come to me. I'm not going to be as strict as they were, because when I went to college, I was blindsided. I was like, wow, people do this? Darn. Of course, my friends in high school smoke weed, but I'm talking about the entire people do weed. I've never done it, but I was like, wow, that's interesting. So you learn things that, you don't normally learn when you're under a strict, household. And I want to be able to facilitate an open relationship between me and my two daughters. So that way when they're in college, they'll be more prepared.
That's right. So even with you sneaking out at night, you still didn't see enough in the street that you weren't completely shocked when you got to college?
You have ATL versus St. Louis. No. Atlanta is very progressive. They were just growing at the same time. And, people are just moving there. But now, of course, everybody knows about Atlanta. But back in 1992, oh, my goodness, I was, like, dumbfounded. I was like, dumbfounded. I didn't know that, so many things you can do and so many places to go. And then you're in college. You go to step shows. You're going to Spelman. You're going to Morehouse and Clark to Ticket. And then, downtown, oh, my goodness. I was so blindsided.
So,
but I had a great time.
I was going to ask you, how was your grades?
Oh, I did well. I was a B student. I should have been an A student. I'm more of an A student, but because I didn't apply myself, like I should have, but
fun.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Good thing you didn't go to school in D.C.
Now, I've been to D.C. twice, and your house parties are off the chain. Oh, my goodness. I love house music. And I went to the house party there. Oh, my goodness. I would never forget
And look,
that.
in D.C. didn't really have the hardcore house music like we have in Baltimore. They have some Baltimoreans that lived there that was playing house music, the ones that were attending Howard and those schools, because a lot of the DJs used to commute over there. But mostly D.C. was more about about the hip hop, Chuck Brown and all those guys. They were really into what they call that music.
But then you also had my boy, what's his name, Dougie Fresh. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh
a lot of New Yorkers. A lot of New Yorkers had influence. Yeah. But see, those guys, a lot of those guys were also going to school. Like P. Diddy and them went to Howard. Some of those guys.
Right.
So they were bringing a lot of their, they were promoting parties and making money and promoting rappers. A lot of those guys that, hung out in D.C. And,
I love D.C. I like Baltimore, too. I've been there about 4 times. I love your, the Bay.
Yeah, and the harbor and everything.
The harbor. And then you have the food. Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
The people.
Yeah, see.
Oh my goodness! I like your people because you to the point. You don't sugarcoat. I like people like
real.
that.
They real. And see, we got a lot of people that come from Virginia and New York, and then you're talking about two marriages. You got two people. Come the Southerners. Coming up and then meeting the Northerners, and then they meet and have family, and then they mix the culture, the food, and then we have a lot of Jamaicans and Africans come from New York. And we get a little bit of that culture. Then the Irish, and we have Germans, the Russians, Yugoslavians. We have so many cultures coming out because everybody always go to New York first, and then when it gets too expensive in this time, because their families really help one another out a lot in New York. But once it's time for you to get that job and move on and you're on your feet, they usually head south because the cost of living is a little better than New York.
New York is a visitation for me. I love New York, but cost of living, it's interesting.
Especially what you paying to live in a closet. The money they pay to live in a closet, they can have a colonial house here with 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. So they do pay out their nose to live, but it's nothing like New York. Nothing like it.
Party all night. I did do that one time when I was there.
That's right. That's right. All you need is a room to sleep. You just need to get your rest and a place to hang your hat, and you get to go. That's
my goal is to get there this year, so New York.
Yeah, me too. I got to get up there and see my grandmother. She just turned 94.
Congratulations.
So
that's a blessing.
So we're going to try to get to her before it gets too hot, because it gets hot there. So anyway, we're ready to take a break, Kimmie. All right, when we get back, we're going to talk about Elation Magazine. We talked about you. We know what kind of student you were, teen, college student.
Real. I keep it real now.
I think we got the gist of that, and then we understand why you're rich and full of the Lord right now because you got a chance to see life, that's what they call it, the secular life. So now you know what the deal is. All right.
There's so nothing new underneath the sun.
That's right. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to listen to James O'Shea and Dominique Wilkins. So stay tuned. Let's take a 60-second break, everybody. I'm Jerry Royce Live. I'm worldwide. And we got Kimmie-Robinson, CEO of RelationMagazine.com.
Are you looking for a great book of poetry that is romantic, heartfelt, and full of male emotion? Then get Thoughts, Love, and Reflections by James K. Deshay. That's Deshay. Go to www.jamesdeshay.com. You will enjoy Thoughts, Love, and Reflections.
Have you been hurt, been backstabbed, got a talking back in, well, you're not alone, no. Escaping to another reality, through Dominique Wilkins' good books, audio books, paperback, ebook, good books. Available on authordwilkinsgoodbooks.com.
Hey everyone, this is Tanika Gonzalez, spoken word poet. Whenever I'm online, I'm always listening to Jerry Royce Live. You can find Jerry on www.spreaker.com. Positive Power 21.
All right, thank you, Tanika. Y'all got to check out Tanika Joy out there on Facebook. She has some beautiful poems out there. She's running some videos. She's about to drop a new CD soon and a couple singles for those of you who are looking for comfort. And she definitely has the voice to do it. She's like Sade of poetry. All right. And right now we're talking to Kimmie. She's a publisher, CEO of Elation Magazine. And now we're ready to get down and talk to her about this Bible-based Christian magazine, which is Uplifting Souls Worldwide. So that's what you're doing, Kimmie. You uplifting souls worldwide.
Yes, he's using me now, so I had to submit to him. Yeah, it's been a really great time. I'm having the best moment in my life, giving my life over to him, finding the purpose that he has given me, and not me finding what I'm supposed to be doing. And secondly, it's just been fun, meeting people like yourself, Mr. Jerry Royce. I listen to you on the radio worldwide, and just networking. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
That's right.
So
that's right. Nothing like meeting another podcaster, right?
Networking is key, and I love people. So
that's
it's
right.
Been a blessing.
Good for you. All right, so let's talk about this magazine a little bit now. My family, we've been in publishing since about 92, 93, so I know the business. I think we released our first publication in 94, and I know, it's not easy. And we were just a community-based publication. So are you exclusively online, or are you in hard copy? Where are you, offline or online?
Currently, we are online, but my goal is to become print, and my goal is to be the household magazine for Christian education, bringing people to Christ, because it's all about Him. And I'm just blessed to have the opportunity to start online, because you can reach so many people. I have a writer in Africa, and I have another one I have two, one in Nigeria and one in Kenya. So that's God moving. He wants everyone to come to Him, and you can still have fun. I'm having fun. I am having so much fun.
So you're enjoying this, huh? Enjoying the ride. So how long have you been publishing Elation Magazine?
We are we've been doing research for the first year, for a whole year, and we're on our third year. And, they say they give you 5 years before you can call yourself a true business. But we're not a business, we're a ministry, and I know God's going to keep on, blessing us to write and minister, and hopefully my goal is to be printing in bookstores and Christian bookstores, and, spread the good news gospel, because Elation, main purpose is It's Uplift Souls Worldwide. We just want to, let people know that, God loves everyone. And it's not a color thing. God is not going to say when you go to heaven, you're black, you're white, you're Asian. He's not going to say you're Baptist, you're Muslim. He's going to be more so concerned about your relationship with him through his son, Jesus Christ. And that's what it's about. Men tend to allow the division between Baptists, Church of God in Christ, and, Catholics and things of that sort. But that is not of God. He's just going to be concerned with your heart and your soul, And that is the main purpose. I don't call myself a Baptist, but even though I was brought up in Baptist church, I'm just more so a Christ-like individual. And I love everybody. If you tend not to wear pants, that's on you. But I'm going to wear pants. If you don't want to wear makeup, that's fine. I'm going to wear makeup. But, it's just all this, division and these quote-unquote rules that man made. They're not of God. So God is more concerned with your heart and, your relationship with him and how you treat his people. And that is what Elation is truly about.
Good for you. Now, so after the 5th year, it's like, okay, this is real now. It's time to play, put the big girl pants on now. So how many? What's your staff like? How many people you have working for you right now?
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. I've been getting volunteers like left and right. I mean, I have people in their perspective field, like people in health, beauty, pastors, people who write poetry. Oh my goodness, it's been counselors, PhDs, educated people who are on fire. And guess what? They are doing it as a freelance, and it's been amazing. But I'm not the type of person I would want for them to do that on a continuous basis because I believe in, pay. So I know God is going to bless Elation Magazine so that I can have the ability to have a paid staff. But currently, everyone is on a freelance volunteering basis, and that is from God. When you understand your purpose and you follow your purpose that is given by God, he will provide you with sources and more resources, and you would be amazed how many doors can be opened based on, doing what God has called you to do. It's been a great ride. Yes, it has been.
And I'm on your website right now, and I see everything. Lighten up the page. Beautiful website.
Thank you. Website. And we are under construction. We're going to have a new look, hopefully very soon when all the kinks are ironed out, and it's going to be even more fabulous. We're going to be mainstreaming. We're going to have my brother out of Chicago bringing in more people who can do live streaming. I'm putting the radio station on to the website. It's going to be amazing. And I know God is going to allow me to print very soon. Yes. That's
right. Happy for you know it. And it's funny, once you start, asking for those things from him, it happens so fast. It's like people just show up, just like they just fell in your lap. Bam, yes. You get these things moving. Because, we haven't been in business but more than just a little over a year ourselves.
Wow.
December 2013 was our launch date.
That's amazing.
And everything. I was meeting people that had programming skills and so much knowledge in podcasting and business, and then I met a group of authors, and they know Facebook like the back of their hand. And one of the things I find that helps, that's really going to help you, is understanding how social media work, because that brings the right people to you at the right time. And but I think you're doing really well right now. Just your publicist is an outstanding individual alone. Right? Just dealing with him will open up a lot of doors for you.
Yes, he is amazing. He is amazing. I am blessed to have him on board. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
It's been a very good ride.
Awesome. Great guy. We always talking about our kids, his boy, and you have to support each other, business and family. You just can't always hit up people all the time about business. Ask them how their children are doing, how their spouse is doing, how was your day? And I always like the fact that he always start out, Happy Tuesday, Happy Wednesday. He don't just demand something or tell you something. He always start out with, a greeting for the day, which is awesome.
And that's what I like about him as well. You're right. He is an amazing man of God. He's amazing.
Little things like that. Little things like that matters for you never know what people going through during that day. We wear many hats around here, and me working with the government, and supporting my 2 kids, with their activities, and then managing the podcast. You're all over the place. So sometimes it helps to have somebody who understands what you're going through. Yeah.
It is helpful because one thing I was taking about your conversation right away when you asked me about my children, I was like, wow, he's cool. I want to like Mr. Jerry. Okay.
That's right. You go to my Facebook page, you'll see mine. They always say, that's one of the special things they said about Facebook is that you can mix business for pleasure. That's one of the few places you can. Yeah.
Yes.
So you want to engage your audience in a way. You don't want to just be asking for stuff all the time. Give them a little something. Show them you're real, that you're human. You're not just virtual. I mean, it's bad enough we all running virtual businesses. You have to give them something. That's right.
Be real. You have to be you, true to yourself. And that is one thing I learned by Malcolm X. One of my favorite leaders, Malcolm X. He was misunderstood, but he was real. Real.
He was.
So real.
He was. All right. Now tell us about the platform. What is your platform? How are you reaching the Christians worldwide? I mean, are you out in the public? Are you trying to attack your community first and bring the churches together, or you just all online, bring together through Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn?
We do all 3. Okay. You're good. Okay, we're on worldwide because who goes on website? Everybody. Mm-hmm. And people are always online, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. So we got those accounts. So we mingle and we have discussions on those particular social media sites. And we also have a website where you can also come and make suggestions about the articles. And eventually we're going to become a page like Facebook where you can log in and talk with us and talk to us and, give us your, day. And if you need help when it comes to counseling, we'll give you advice. And we do bring churches together. My main goal eventually is to have a thing that's called Elation Honor. And what we will be doing is honoring a church, a business, and an individual who has a big impact on their community. With that being said, we will want to network and market those individuals online, on our radio station, and also online, and give a knowledge to those who are not really recognized. And my platform is really similar to Michael Basin. I love Michael Basin. It's just on a Christian level. I believe in reaching out the community based on health, because you need to take care of your body to be a good Christian or a good follower for Jesus Christ. He wants you to take care of your mental state, your physical state, and your spiritual state. I believe in marketing the underground artists. Like, I don't interview like the big people like Tamala Man or things like that. I like small and underdog artists who are up and coming, and they're real. But the thing is, I have interviewed so many people, and those same individuals have been on the Billboard. They've been at the Stellar Awards. So God has been blessing me with some really talented people.
Yeah, they are.
And business owners. Yeah. I mean, for instance, my friend Michelle Emmons out of Atlanta, she has a wonderful ministry called Serenity, and her main goal is to, help the church decrease the fat population. And she's doing it out of her ministry. So she's into health and wellness. And then I have my friend out of Arizona, Christina. She is a fashion consultant, and she believes in developing young people from the inner, then look from the outer. And these are beautiful people, but, we want to develop the inner beauty so that the inner beauty can outshine the extra beauty that God has given you. So it's been an amazing ride, this meeting. And then, God is still moving, I'm able to meet you and my publisher and my publish. And I have a publisher out of Atlanta, and he is just waiting for me to say it's time to do the printing. And it's been amazing ride.
All right. Yeah, it's time. And that means advertisers have to step it up. And that's,
I will be advertising.
Like that's where we are.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where we are right now. It's like, teaching our entrepreneurs about how to properly brand yourself, how to get your good name out there so people can see you, because the game has changed a lot for marketing and branding and promoting. Is like, because people see so much stuff all day long between their cell phones and their computers and TV. It's like, how they going to remember you among all of that stuff, those mainstream. And because you talked about independent artists and entrepreneurs, where they probably don't put the money out to promote. They probably do a podcast here and there, maybe a banner ad on this website. If that website doesn't have a lot of traffic coming to it, then, how do they do business but in their community? But this is our community, especially when you're online. Exactly. That Facebook, those Facebook people, your Twitter people, that's your community right now.
Yes.
Now, that was one thing I wanted to ask you about, your offline community. What are you doing for your offline community, with the other churches? Do they all know who you are? Have they sat down with Kimmie-Robinson, the CEO?
Yes, I have help with my pastor and other pastors within. And Elation is about to go to the streets. So we're going to go knock on doors and pass out literature about us, and also give them a few information about churches in the neighborhood. So we're starting to do that because we want to do outreach. We are disciples as well. And so with that being said, we're going to be marketing Elation, churches, and Jesus Christ, but Jesus Christ first. And with that being said, that'd be another form of marketing, because you're right, the game has changed. It's not about commercials or going on TV. People are going to social media, Twitter, to find, products to buy and services to support. So with that being said, we also will be doing T-shirts. We're going to be wearing T-shirts and pencils and bracelets and coffee mugs. You'd be amazed. People, will have like conversations about, what is Elation Magazine? And you can start marketing by the word of mouth, because word of mouth is power. And and our next goal is to do like seminars. Another big passion of mine is women. I love empowering women. So I have a friend of mine. She is a first lady, and we are in the process of bringing a woman ministry where we can do seminars by, teaching the young people and the women that first you need to be in love with yourself, and then understand that a man doesn't complete you; they complement you. Because we are so in love with our sisterhood, and I met her at church, and it's going to be powerful. So my main goal is to do seminars in different cities, and I would love to do missionary work in Africa. I do have a connection. I told my friend eventually I will be over there, so I have to, do some funding. So, yes, I would like to do seminars and outreach, and our goal is to not only outreach, but eventually start raising money for scholarship funds so that we can help the inner city. Because you have those, scholarships for those who are, from good homes and who, attend good schools and make good grades. We want to reach those, we want to reach Tyrone. Tyrone is someone who may not know how to make good grades. He may need a mentor. So my goal is to tell Tyrone, if he can go to high school and graduate, we would definitely give you a scholarship. I want to reach to those, because the young people, unfortunately, we have a lot of single parenting. We don't have the mom and the dad in the household. We have moms who are raising kids and dads who are raising kids on their own. So sometimes there's a shortage. And
you got that split family.
Yeah, the traditional family is gone. So that's why it takes everyone to really pitch in. But unfortunately, the resources, like you said earlier, they're leaving. They're closing the parks, the after-school programs. You know, who would have thought that, you know, they're going to try to cut the pre-K program? And, you know, that's crazy.
I've been trying to do that for years, cut those programs where the kids need, the learning centers, where the kids need extra learning. You know, that's a shame when it gets down there like that. But you see all these big buildings going up. A lot of
resources. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they're outsourcing others.
But also too, we have to have the businesses step up too and help out in some cases too, even if it's just a body, you know. Because one of the things I was in a leadership development program for the federal government, and one of the things I did was I started an initiative that kind of sprang off of what the White House was doing with My Brother's Keeper, and we had an area high school, and they were looking for the business community to come out and support them. So every time they give events, you know, for the seniors and I guess the juniors, we would come out in big armies, you know, because we had different type of council groups that could do those things, and it was easy to network the events through, you know, emails to those organizations. And we would come out and bring plenty of bodies, including executive leaders also. So that was a big piece I was really proud of doing. And but they changed over principles, and we haven't had much communication with him because I guess he's just trying to, you know, put his stamp on the school right now. So we're gonna give him some time to get adjusted. So that's a big task when you're dealing with high schoolers, you know. But you sound like you're doing a lot of some of the things that, you know, we're doing over here.
We're definitely gonna be networking because I'd love to do that with you and whatever I can do, because it's a partnership, you know.
That's right.
There's no I in this. If that's
that was
the case,
one of the things. And that was what we forgot to mention, because we mentioned it early before we came on the air, was that you were actually on the radio with Elation Magazine, but you're on terrestrial radio, which is an AM station in Kansas City, in St. Louis, right?
In St. Louis, yeah. And you can also listen to it on the website. Yeah.
Okay. So they would have to go to the website to hear you?
Yeah, if they're outside of Missouri. Mm-hmm.
Outside? All right.
Outside of Missouri, just listen to me at 7:30 every Monday on Elation Magazine. Yeah.
So they can go to Elation Magazine and find, because I'm on your website. I don't see anything about no radio show.
Oh, you go all the way down to the bottom. It'll take you to the link. It's like a microphone, Elation Radio.
On
like
the front.
Icon.
On the front page.
On the front page. And you click on that link, and it'll take you to the radio station. It's actually 1010 AM, KXEN, 1010am.com. And I've been doing radio for like 2 years, and I'm loving it. I would never thought I would be on the radio, but I'm loving the radio.
Yeah, it's funny how things turn on you, because same thing here. I mean, I always wanted it. I thought about going to school, but then my dad was like, he had other ideas. But I was glad, I went that direction in the publishing and graphic design. Got a chance to pick up some other skill sets before I found podcasting. Yeah, because we do a lot of our own in-house work. We used to publish other artists, poets, ministers, you name it. So I got a chance to understand the publishing industry. And I was going to ask you, that's what I'm leading up to. Now, you went to school for accounting. How did you get into publishing? What happened?
That's God. Let me tell you, my worst subject, I did not love writing, but guess what? I love numbers.
You love numbers.
But now, yeah, it's so funny, right? I'm going to be honest between you and I. I mean, when I had to do a term paper, I would ask my cousin or somebody to write it for me. I didn't like writing.
So you needed some help. So now look at you now. So that's why you're the organizer now, right? So you just organize the writers.
Yes, and now I love writing. Writing is my baby. Writing has gotten me out of the situation. It teaches me how to meditate. It teaches me how to have a relationship with God. It taught me how to express my feelings. Writing is a huge mechanism when it comes to therapeutic, when you need to calm down or you need to have an outlet to, your feelings. It gave me an outlet to write based on how I was feeling. And you can create any type of platform. You could create a story. You could create like a fictional, non-fictional. It's amazing how much writing, the creativity is amazing. So now I love it. It is so amazing. You can make anything out of just a piece of paper now, of course, the computer and paper. And it's amazing how people can read it. And it's amazing. I didn't realize how powerful, writing is until now. So
that's right.
I enjoy it.
Now you know. That's right. Good for you. Now, so will you see Elation Magazine in the next 5-10 years?
Oh, we're going to be the platform for a household, not only in the Christian world, but on the secular world. Because, I want the ones who don't know Jesus, I want them to understand that He can do the changing. He is the person that you should fall in love with, not man, not places, not things. Because once you know Him, He's going to give you those things added. He's going to give you abundance of life. He has given that to me. He's going to give you a purpose. He's going to give you love in your heart, joy on your mind, peace in your heart. You're going to have so much things to do. He's going to give you work. He's going to give you word. He's going to give you the opportunity to understand that this life is more so about Him and not about you. So when you let yourself go and let Him in, it's really easy moving. Don't get me wrong, you're going to have, trials and tribulations that tend to try to distract you of life. That's common sense. You're not going to have problems. You wouldn't still have problems. But the main thing is you have someone who is going to fight those problems for you. Because I used to be the type of person I would like to fix things and things like that. But now I tend to give it over to God. So Elation is going to be a missionary. I would love to continue doing the writings. Of course, my next goal is to get another city to do Elation Radio. And also print. Print is my next step. That is what I want to do because everybody doesn't have a computer. Right, I got to print. Right. No, everybody doesn't have a computer. So with that being said, I want to send literature to the jailhouse, to the nursing homes. Those would be donated, and then bookstores, of course, and church bookstores and Christian bookstores. And households, And
I think they're the only ones have bookstores or the churches. The other bookstores are closing up now. Everybody just went online.
That's
so I think
true.
that's where they're going to find you, in the church. Yep, church is a good place to distribute, publications like this. What's the size going to be like? Is it going to be like big tabloid, or is it going to be small like a Jet magazine? Because I've seen a couple of church publications like that.
No, our writings are not on who is so-and-so marrying or Pastor Jones just, bought a church. No, our writings is biblically based. We have actually lessons. Like, say, for instance, this particular issue that we're doing is called Do You Know Your Purpose? So we will get, scriptures from the Bible that is a correlation with the titles, and then the writers and other people will write based on that topic. Of course, there's exclusions such as counseling or someone who is in the pastoral corner. We have a pastor corner where they can write based on what the Holy Spirit tells them. But we're just doing the word. It's like a church, churches, they don't talk about people. They talk about the word. So when you see our writings, there's always a word that you can read. It's about inspiration and inspiring, teaching, preaching, poetic readings based on the Bible. It's biblically based. And we don't do gospel, we do the gospel. And I did a lot of research, and I was really surprised to find that a lot of Christian publications, they tend to do more of the gospel instead of the gospel, and we want to be different. I don't want to talk about people because, when Jesus comes back, He's not going to be concerned about those things. He's going to be concerned about whether or not you know who He is. So we're trying to show people that it's okay to know Him, you have no idea what he can do for you. Yeah.
That's right. No, but I meant the size. You know, what is going to be the size of your publication? Is it going to be like a newspaper size, like like the tabloids in the supermarket? Is it going to be a small booklet?
I would like for it to be a magazine because our goal is to use that. Yes, we're going to be a magazine.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to be. And we're going to be similar to one of my favorites is the Charism. I do like them. Similar to that, but at the same token, when we're doing our street ministry, we're going to be passing those out so that we can get, people to understand that it's okay to know who he is. And at the same time, that can open up doors for marketing and branding and ministering to people on the street, because we're going into the urban areas where help is needed the most. And people don't understand that Christians, too, we fall. So, yeah, we fall. The difference is we get up. We just get up.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're talking to Kimmie-Robinson, CEO of Elation Magazine. She gave us the whole blueprint. Now we're ready to take a quick commercial, and we come back. Kimmie, we're going to get your final thoughts for tonight's show for the audience. Okay, something for them to take home with to sleep.
This is fun. Right? Okay.
All right, hold tight, everybody. A message from Tamika Kane.
Are you looking for the next great read? A book filled with love, passion, betrayal, and intrigue. The award-winning novel, Season of Change, by Tamika Patrice Kane, is sure to satisfy your literary sweet tooth. Check out this must-read book reviewers are calling uplifting and emotional, and exceptionally great read, deeply intense and thought-provoking. Order your copy today. Available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.com or at www.tamikapatrice.com.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions, and when I'm in town, I listen to jerry-royce-live, positivepower21.org, where they play my favorite music.
That's right. You tell them, Angel. That's right. On Sundays, everybody, all day, at least 20 hours from the time we're up, you can hear our gospel music radio coming out of Florida, streaming right through positivepower21.org. And if you have your smartphone, you can hit me up at Spreaker.com/positivepower21. So you wouldn't need to download the app at Spreaker.com. We do have some awesome podcasters. Sometimes you can catch celebrities out there doing podcasts. So they're spending a lot of money on that platform, and I think it's one of the best ones out there. As far as quality and dependability, it's there. It's always up and running, even when we're not. All right, we're talking to Kimmie-Robinson, CEO of Elation Magazine. We're going to be doing some streaming with some Kimmie soon, too. So we hope to have her broadcast on, too. So we'll check it out. Yeah. Maybe we'll run her Sunday mornings along with our gospel music, or Saturday night going into our gospel music radio on Sunday. So we'll check her program out and see what Kimmie allow us to do. We ink a deal, right, Kimmie? We're going to ink a deal.
Amen. I'm in.
Amen. All right. So you ready for your final thoughts for tonight's show? You ready?
Oh, it's been a pleasure. I'm so honored just to have the opportunity to talk with you. Thank you for having me on today.
You're welcome.
I want to thank
we gotta have you back. We can have you back when you got something else going on too. You know, when you release your hard copy. When you anticipate that happening? So, what's your timeline for that?
My timeline is within a year, probably a year or so. But
we gotta have you back before then.
Yeah.
Maybe we have you back when you get your new website up and running. Launch of your new website. We'll have an online party.
Yes, that'll be fabulous. I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We gotta support each other. You know?
And I'm in with you as well. Whatever we can do, we can feature your business on elationmagazine.com, and also interview you as well. I would love that. That would be that would be an honor.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's right. We got to teach people. See, you hear that, entrepreneurs, young people? See, we're gonna be doing some stuff together. You know, and our audiences. That's right. Is she on the Christian side? I'm on the business side. We take on everybody.
What? Well, one thing I like about God, He can bless He's so big, he could bless you and me at the same time. I don't have to be hating on you. You know? That's how good he is.
That's right. That's right. It's about love. That's right. Online love. So we doing that thing. Now, Kimmie, now you mentioned something about no makeup. I saw your picture. You don't have any pictures on your website.
Well, that will be changing. And I do have a picture. If you go, I am on Facebook. My name is Kimmie-Robinson. I am on LinkedIn. I have a personal Twitter account, and I also have an Elation Twitter account. Please like us there. And I also have a group and a like page on Facebook, LinkedIn group for Elation Magazine. But yeah, catch me, Kimmie-Robinson. I'm everywhere.
And I was trying to be your friend on there, but it wouldn't allow me. It said you had too many friends already.
Well, what I can do is see what I can do. I'm going to send it your way again. I'm so sorry about that. I would
you got to kick somebody off. Yeah, you got to kick somebody off.
For you, I can do that, yeah.
That's right. Bunny did that for me. Or Elder Barr's sister, she kicked somebody out for me.
She's my friend.
Yeah.
She's cool.
I like Bunny.
She's cool.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. She is cool. I know you're going to do a big piece on her because she's lived such an incredible life.
Oh, my goodness. I sometimes look at when I'm on Facebook because I read Facebook from my phone, but there are times I do see some of her posting. They're so inspirational. Yeah, she's very cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to get her back on. It'll be a 1-year anniversary. It'll be in July, so I have to make something happen. She was my 100th show.
Wow.
In July, yep. So now you're 340. Yeah.
Well, I heard that. I was like, congratulations.
Yeah,
I'm so honored to be a mommy. You know, don't forget the little people now, okay?
Yeah, well, we can post you out there. I just need to get a nice glamour shot of you so we can post you on our billboard.
Oh,
okay. So everybody know what episode. That's right, the CEO of Elation Magazine. I know you don't go on titles and everything, but our young people gotta know that if you're gonna be running your own business, you gotta have a name.
Okay.
People recognize.
I am Kim.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. Like power.
That's right. And you can be according to Jack Welch, you could be a nice CEO, nice executive, be nice to your first line managers and all your subordinates. You don't have to be a mean CEO. People always.
No.
Yeah. So you be good. You okay.
You know what I like about Jesus? He was the best leader. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
He worshiped his disciples, and he worshiped them by washing their feet.
Yeah.
Basically, he used to say, I'm not big enough, that big enough not to be able to serve you. So I'm a servant for my people who help me because it's been amazing. Believe it or not, I am very shy, but God has taken me out of my shyness. And I needed some errands to help me because I'm a Moses. I was making excuses like, no, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't know anything about magazines. What? I thought I was going to have a CPA firm helping Christian businesses. So I was like, whatever. Yeah, we're going to turn that clock around. You're not doing no CPA? Right. And I was like, okay, God, really? You made me go through accounting, and I'm just writing. Really? Okay.
But that's a good thing because, you know how to keep your money in order and keep track of things, make sure everybody get paid, the right people getting paid and the right people not getting paid. So,
I am blessed to have that skill. It's just the fact that you do so much studying and you're realizing that's not what God called you to do. That's why it's important to pray on it. But I learned that prayer works when it comes to, what profession that you're doing because God may detour that to another area that is totally different than what you're studying. So I tell people, like young people, make sure that that's your purpose. Your purpose
before
is
you
to be free.
And I was going to ask you before you give us your final thoughts. I was going to just tell you my sister's actually she's working on her CPA now, so she helps me manage my accounting. And my brother, he was basically the publisher of our online magazine, which I'm actually bringing back. I didn't let the audience know that yet, but they're going to be receiving. I'm bringing back the Rock News magazine, which was really big in Maryland at one time online. I stopped publishing around 2006, but we're bringing that back.
I would love to help.
Full of, it's going to be full of motivation. Mostly it's going to be other people's stuff. So mostly a lot of video and audio. So it's going to be one of those kind of things. I'm really big on audio and video. I know you're not there yet because you're heavy on content as far as the written content, and you have writers. I don't know if I want to take on that beast anymore, but so much already out there that can be used. That people are so visual these days.
They are. And we're going to be changing that to our site. That's what we're doing. We're doing more visual stuff.
Oh, good. So we like to see that. So, see you in the office, among your people, that kind of stuff. People like seeing that. I do that sometimes. I do a little piece in my studio sometimes with my kids in here working. We all working and everything, having fun. Doing our videos. We do music videos around here because my kids, they have so much talent. I'm just so proud of them. They're so smart.
Oh, so you have what, 2 sons?
I have 2 sons and 1 daughter.
Oh,
she's in here with me right now. Yeah, she's in here with me right now. Making sure I
hello,
act right.
daughter. What is her name?
Her name is Skylar. Yeah.
Skylar, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Is there a name behind there? Is there a meaning?
My wife always wanted that name. She told her friends in Hampton University she was going to name her daughter Skylar. So it was a guy I think that was going to that school, and she really liked that name.
Okay.
Was it a girl?
That's different.
She said it was a girl named Skylar, but it was spelled different. And it's funny because the original spelling she had to change because the nurse messed the spelling up. She said, "Oh no, I'm not having nobody mess my daughter's name up." So she's changed the spelling right before they printed up the birth certificate.
Oh wow, glad she did, because then you have to go through so many changes just to change that.
I know.
Wow.
She was like, "No way." She heard the nurse say that name that way. She said, "No." Yeah.
That is so funny.
That's what it is. So you ready? You ready to I know what I meant to ask you first. Your brothers, do your brothers have a hand in your business?
No, they just say whatever they can do to support me, but they are into the engineering side. They're more engineers than anything. My other brother, I have 2 brothers. They both do engineer work, but one of them is a mortician by trade, but he's going back to the mortician, but he's also doing engineering work right now. But no, they're doing their thing with their family, so it's just me.
It's funny how sometimes you think it's going to be an opening somewhere. You never know. One day something can open up that one I want to do and join forces with them. You just never know.
Yeah, I tell them anytime they're ready, they're welcome. I have open door policies for them. Those my boys right there. I love them.
Yeah, that's right. I'm waiting for my brother to return. I think he's working on some other stuff with his wife right now. So we both went to high school for engineering, and then I ended up going to school for corporate communication and graphic design and video and all that stuff. And my oldest son, he went to school for AV at Morgan State University, audio visual.
Yay.
He's really insightful on all that stuff. Yeah, that's right. All right, you ready? You ready? I know we can talk all night. So you ready?
I can talk all night. I am a talker, but I'm from the Show Me State. I do show up too.
You do show up. All right, your final thoughts for tonight's show for my audience.
Well, I just want to let worldwide. My name is Kimmie-Robinson. I am on jerry-royce-live worldwide. I just want to say it was an honor. My final thought is never give up on what God has called you to do. It may take years or decades before that vision is really revealed, but in the long haul, the work is worth it because you're doing a purpose that He has given you. And just know that God loves you, and He loves every bit of you. And no matter what you're going through, He will never put more on you than you can bear. And Elation Magazine has taught me that I can step outside of my comfort zone and do the work that He has called me to do. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm having the best time of my life. I love people. And I just want to also give a shout out to my Baltimore family. Just know I'm praying for you, and there's nothing that my God cannot do. We're in this together, and justice will prevail for Mr. Gray. And if you don't mind, please like us on Facebook. We have a like page, please tune in to Elation Radio every Monday on KXEN 1010 AM. And we have wonderful insight on different issues and topics. And I've just been so grateful just to have the opportunity to spread the good news gospel of Elation Magazine on Mr. Jerry Rose Show. And whatever I can do to become involved on your end, please let me know what I can do. But the final thought basically is just never give up on your dream, and always remember that He will never put more on you than you can bear. And when you do trust Him, He will give you resources. I'm telling you from what I know, because Elation Magazine is still shocking to me right now. I'm like, really, God? Because I've been there many times I wanted to quit and give in, but then He'll say in this little silent, meek voice, "You're not quitting." Let's celebrate.
That's right. You better not quit, because you episode 340. You can't quit now.
Oh no, and He won't let me. That's the thing. I'm like, God, really? I'm tired. I'm a single mom. I'm going to school. I want to go get my PhD, and you still want me to do this? I'm still in a stun moment, because this is stunning for me to talk on the radio. Really, that's God. So it's not about me. It's all about God. And when you give Him your life, He's going to drive your life. He's going to be the driver. He's going to be the pilot. He's going to be the truck driver. He's going to be the person who will He will show you your way. And I am a living testimony on that. He will give you what He called you to do when you have to turn your life over to Him. And when I surrender, I have, so much peace, so much joy. I'm able to love my enemies, really. Dr. King taught me this. He taught me that it's okay to turn the other cheek. And growing up, I could not understand why you allow someone to spit on you, ridicule you, call your names, hit you, with your wife. So I was rebellious. So when I became an older adult and understood the method of nonviolence, it shows people who they are. When you don't retaliate back, it shows the person who are doing those things to you what type of person they are. And they're like, wow, they're not retaliating. I must be an animal, And it's just been amazing ride, giving my life over to Him. I'm able to, have more patience, more joy, more laughter. I'm able to make a mistake and not regret it, because I'm still human and I still fall. I fall daily. But the thing is, I could get on my knees and ask for forgiveness. So that's what it's about. Yes, He is amazing.
You're not by yourself. That's right. You're not walking by yourself.
Not walking. I'm not walking, by myself at any time. And going through a failed marriage and, gone through, my ups and downs, and I'm still able to say, wow, I'm having fun. That's God.
That's right. Amen. Amen. All right, we appreciate that webinar, Kimmie-Robinson. That was awesome. No,
I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on your show. And whatever I can do, I'm going to like you right now. When I get home, whatever I can do to support you, let me know. I'm more than eager to do a broadcast, because I believe in definitely doing partnership with other people, so that we can all come together for the common good and help people. The youth is my passion. I love young people. So
good. Yeah, you know why? Because it's 800 million people out there. We can't get them all by ourselves, right? So we need help. 800 million Facebook users. That's right. They out there. All right,
Stay
Kim,
out
we're going to
there.
close out the show because we went past your time. Lucky for you, you didn't have anybody come on at 9 o'clock today. So I guess God set that all up for you because normally I run 2 shows. But I was lazy coming off of my vacation, so we didn't plug that many shows for the remainder of April. So May, we coming in strong because all the publicists been hitting us up. I got to start answering their emails so we can book these people, get it going, get it moving. All right, Kimmie, so you hold tight because we got to exchange some information. But I'm going to close out the show, and I want to close everybody out with this because I know a lot going on in the world with the earthquake going on and, some storms threatening in the south and Baltimore going through its aftermath and its healing. And, of course, we haven't heard the verdict yet. There hasn't been a verdict. We haven't gotten the report yet. So that's going to be kind of nerve-wracking. But, hey, let justice be justice. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with this. To achieve success in any area of life by identifying the optimal strategies and then repeating them until they become habits. That's Charles Givens. And I'm Jerry Royce Live. I'm worldwide. And like I always say, if you want to hear the good stuff, you got to listen to Jerry Royce Live worldwide on positivepower21.org and Spreaker.com/positivepower21. Stay awesome, y'all, all week long. Remember, I'm Jerry Royce Live. I'm worldwide. Thank you for tuning in to Jerry Royce Live on positivepower21.org and Spreaker.com/positivepower21. This is a Royce Enterprises production. And don't forget about replay on Facebook.com/Jerry Royce Live. All right, that's a wrap. Hold tight, Kimmie.